so that if we need to like share this, then we can. So these Sertoli cells, what are their roles? Role of Sertoli cell is to nourish the sperms. So sperms need to be nourished properly. That part is done by the Sertoli cell. Now, if you have a look into this structure closely, you will be able to see at the inside there are these tadpole-like structures like this, isn't it? These tadpole-like structures are fully developed sperms, but sperms are not developed within one day into this fully developed structure. There are stages they need to pass through to have a structure like this. So this developed structure or the sperm or matured sperm is known as spermatozoa. So spermatozoa is mature sperm. And the sperm formation procedure start with this cell. So they are the cells from which production of sperms takes place. Okay, so how to discuss, how to talk about it? See, what we can say is we can talk about it in a way that from outside the inside, like if you consider this as the periphery of the compartment, at the periphery you will have the initial cell that is called spermatogonia. From this there will be formation of spermatocytes, this different stages of sperm development. All these stages you can see from outside to inside, and inside you will find out the final stage of sperm, that is spermatozoa. Understood this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yesha, are you there with me? येशा?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, तो येशा आप प्लीज लेट मी नो, मुझे ये बताओ बेटा कि कंसीडर करो स्पर्म प्रोडक्शन के 4 स्टेजेस है. फर्स्ट स्टेज, फर्स्ट से सेकंड बना, सेकंड से थर्ड बना और थर्ड से फोर्थ बना. तो फोर्थ वन यहाँ रहेगा या फोर्थ वन यहाँ रहेगा बाहर की तरफ? It will be located here or it will be located here?
Ma'am, inside.
Inside. So we need to understand that first stage will be located at the periphery. Very good. It will be inside only. First stage will be at the periphery. उसके बाद के जितने भी stages है, they will be continued at the up to the middle part. I guess all of you understood now. Now we know that testis is not only responsible for sperm production, है ना? It is also responsible for secretion of hormone, and hormone secretion is done by this cell. It is known as interstitial cell. It is having another name also, that is called Leydig cell. You must have studied about hormonal secretion, no, in grade 11. There is one hormone called ICSH. Can anyone tell me the full form of ICSH and which part secrete it? Try. This chapter was part of syllabus last year and we need to study. It is very important chapter. Chemical control and coordination. Last chapter in grade 11. Should I write the full form? It is known as interstitial cell stimulating hormone. Okay, so this hormone is secreted by pituitary. You know that pituitary is called master gland. पता है किसी को?
Yes, ma'am.
Why pituitary is called master gland? कौन बोलेगा मुझे?
Ma'am, it regulates other glands to release hormones.
Very good. It regulates the action of other glands also. By so क्या होता है? Pituitary से ICSH आएगा और it will bind with this interstitial cell or Leydig cell, and then on instruction or on binding of ICSH with this interstitial cell or Leydig cell, it will start secreting the hormone that is called as testosterone. ये कौन सा hormone secrete करेगा? Testosterone. And we know it is the male hormone, or it is having another name, that is androgen. Androgen क्यों? क्योंकि andro means male, okay, and gen जो male बनाता है, that's why this hormone is having this name androgen. And as it is secreted from testis, इसीलिए इसका नाम में testo शब्द आता है. And you know steroids, steroid का नाम तो सबने सुना है ना? Thanks to बॉडी बिल्डर्स ऑफ फिल्म इंडस्ट्री, वो सब जानते हैं कि स्टेरॉइड ले लेके वो मसल्स को बिल्डअप करते हैं एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स. तो ये स्टेरॉन वर्ड इसलिए है क्योंकि बेटा ये जो हार्मोन है, ऑल दीज हार्मोन्स आर हैविंग स्टेरॉइडल स्ट्रक्चर. स्टेरॉइड बोल के केमिकल होता है, इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ फैट, उसी की तरह स्ट्रक्चर है. सो यू विल नेवर फॉरगेट द नेम टेस्टो बिकॉज इट इज सिक्रेटेड फ्रॉम टेस्टिस, and steron because it is having steroidal structure. What is the structure? Steroidal structure. And why we call it androgen? Because andro means male and gen means ये male बनाता है किसी इंसान को. That's why we call it androgen. Okay. So interstitial cell stimulating hormone will act on interstitial cells which are located not inside this ventricle. अब ये जो ventricles है ना, या compartments in testis है, इसमें ये IC interstitial cells नहीं रहते. ये कहाँ रहते हैं? In between. ये this is the area where they are found. This is the area where they are found. In between the compartments, and in between compartments, these cells are there who are going to secrete testosterone, and testosterone will go inside and control the process of production of spermatozoa. I guess it is clear to all of you, beta. What do you think? Can I get a green signal from all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure, best. So let me Siddhant, are you there? Siddhant?
Yes.
Siddhant, can you tell me who is controlling male character? Who is controlling character of a male? Anyone else would like to? Abhi, can you answer? Can anyone answer who is controlling male character? Very, very simple answer I am asking from. Priyanshi, can you try? Males बनते हैं which chemical के influence से? Yes, Dish.
Ma'am, interstitial cells.
No, we can say which chemical. So it is testosterone or androgen. And the cell secrete it is interstitial cell. Okay.
Okay.
So So let's have a look into now the structure of sperm. This is also something very important we need to know. Sperms are having a very ergonomic design so that if you want to have a look into the structure of sperm, there are certain adjustment made for functionability of the sperm. Okay, so that structure is unique in its kind and it is making it light well as well as fast. Let me share the screen and go there. In your textbook, there is a diagram. I am talking from there only. So if you can see that this is the structure of the sperm. Now in this part is very, very important. Which part? The head part. Let me mark. This head part is very, very important. In terms of what? Because this head part is having the main thing which is to be transferred to the female. Why? What is the main purpose of reproduction? What is the main event of sexual reproduction? बाकी के चीजें तो पहले और बाद में होते हैं. मेन इवेंट ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन क्या है? सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन.
Fertilization.
That means union of मेल एंड फीमेल गैमेट. मतलब मेल डीएनए और फीमेल डीएनए की मैच होना, isn't it? So you can understand this part is so important because it is carrying the DNA. Okay. Then there is a short part which is called neck. Neck is the connecting part between the head and the middle piece. Middle piece doesn't have any DNA or something like that as it is. ये जो middle piece है, it is known because it is having lot many mitochondria. Why mitochondria is required here? Because mitochondria, see, if I tell you the movement of sperm into female reproductive structure, so you can understand. I will show you why I am stressing the movement part is very important. Let me show you the female structure once and I can talk to you regarding that. Sperms are injected somewhere here. It is injected somewhere here. It need to travels through here, to here, to here, and needs to reach up to this part. So you can understand after entering into female reproductive system, इसको कितना लंबा पार्ट जाना पड़ता है. You can understand how long path it needs to go there and how it will do. Obviously, in semen fluid, I told you there are supporting material. There is fructose. This fructose serve as a source of energy, जिसको use करके वो respiration के through energy produce करता है. And it will wag its tail. Tail part जो है, it will wag its tail part to move ahead. वो tail को wag करते करते it needs to, जैसे whip move करता है ना, कैसे move करता है? How whip is moving? चाबुक को कभी देखा है मारते किसी को? Let me tell you कैसे move करता है. ऐसे it will do like this. And when it is creating this kind of wave, no, it will push the liquid medium and give it a thrust, जिसके वजह से वो आगे बढ़ जाता है. Okay, so the whole energy required for this tail piece to move, that is provided by the mitochondria present in this structure. Now, here you can see something mentioned as acrosome. This is something very, very important. Acrosome area is full of Golgi bodies. What is so special about this? Golgi bodies are something which is responsible for digestion or having like secretion of digestive enzymes. When there is union of male and female gamete, consider female gamete is this much big, male gametes are so small. So it is having several layers of covering. Female gametes जो होते हैं, they have several gametes layers of covering. So male gametes need to penetrate through this covering. उसको अंदर जाना जरूरी है. अब ये जाने के लिए it needs to create a hole on the covering of male female gamete. ये अगर फीमेल गैमेट है तुम्हारा, फीमेल गैमेट के जो लेयर्स है उसको क्रॉस करके अंदर जाने के लिए उसको एक छेद तो बनाना पड़ेगा ना. हाउ इट विल डू इट? इट इज नॉट डन बाय फिजिकल प्रोसेस. वो धक्का मार के उसको जोर से कोई छेद बना नहीं सकता है. तो हाउ इट इज डन? दिस एक्रोसोम विल सिक्रीट अ हार्मोन नोन एज hyaluronides. Let me write at some position where you can understand it clearly. It is secreting an enzyme called hyaluronidase. Why hyaluronidase? कैसे याद रखोगे? ASE is the common name of enzyme. हर एक एंजाइम के नाम के पीछे ASE तो रहता ही है ना. हाँ के ना? प्रोटीएज, लाइपेज. तो हाइलुरोनिक एसिड रहता है कहाँ पे? ये एट द लेयर्स ऑफ द एग देयर इज प्रेजेंस ऑफ हाइलुरोनिक एसिड. ये हाइलुरोनिक एसिड को ये डाइजेस्ट कर देता है. कौन सी एंजाइम? हाइलुरोनिडेज. तो जिसके वजह से इट कैन क्रिएट अ होल इन द वॉल ऑफ ओवम एंड देन मेल कैन पुश इट्स डीएनए इनसाइड. Okay, so that is the like significance of acrosome. And obviously tail is a very important part of sperm, क्योंकि उसी को ultimately इतना strong होना है कि it needs to travel through the long way. Any doubts? Anyone regarding structure of sperm? Long
No,
silence.
ma'am.
Clear, no, everyone? So now we are almost done with the reproductive structure. हमने what are the things we studied? Let me repeat once again so that we are not getting lost. We studied about several things too since last few days. We studied about the structure of male reproductive system. We studied that. Apart from that, हमने ये पढ़ा what is puberty. Let me write it here first. Adolescent क्या है? Puberty क्या है? What are the changes that takes place during puberty? Then we started with reproductive system. We studied about primary reproductive organ and secondary reproductive organ. Then we studied about the cross section of testes, and we also studied the cross section of CS of seminiferous tubules. Clear? Then we studied today about the structure of sperm. Now what are the next things we are going to study? क्या और चीज है जो हम पढ़ेंगे? Okay, a few things I want to share with you. Once again I will share you the path of sperm. This we are going to study today. Wait for a minute. Today we will also study about the path of sperm. Then we will study about the requirement in males to be fertile. And third thing that we are going to study is spermatogenesis. And its control. ओके सो आज हम ये चीजें पढ़ने वाले हैं. So if you have no doubts regarding this, as you said, no doubts, we will proceed towards this. Okay, so let's start talking about the path of sperm. So sperms are produced inside testes, inside seminiferous tubule. From seminiferous tubules, it will go to tubuli recti. From there, it will go to retitestis. Retitestis to it will go to vasa efferentia. Then it will go to epididymis. Okay. Then from there it will go to vasa deferens or vas deferens. Okay. Then this vas deferens in combination with ejaculatory duct, or rather to say, you can directly say that from vas deferens it will go to ejaculatory duct. Actually beta, ejaculatory duct and vas deferens in combination is called ductus deferens. From ejaculatory duct, it will pass through urethra. In between glands are there. What are these glands? Can anyone tell me what are the glands? Seminous, vesicle,
Prostate gland.
oh very good, prostate gland,
Bulbourethral.
very good. So third one is bulbourethral. I know I studied, like I told you about this part, but ये क्या होता है, सबसे confusing हो जाता है, and if any critical question is asked, हम confused हो जाते हैं कि कहाँ पहले जाता है, कहाँ बाद में जाता है. That's why I thought I should present this flowchart to you. Clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. Now we will study what are the criteria that should be fulfilled to make a man reproductively active. See, We know that semen is the liquid medium for sperm, and this liquid medium need to have proper composition, and obviously it needs to have the energy sources, the what I can say, the materials which is making it alkaline. It needs to have prostaglandin. Everything is all right. चलो उसमें lubricating material होना चाहिए, that is all right. But beta, one thing is there, semen volume is also very important. What should be the volume? Okay, we must say that it should be minimum 2.5 to 5 ml per secretion. We can call it secretion or ejaculation. If the volume is more than that, understood. If it is less than that, then that much volume will not have adequate number of sperms for fertilization. That's why this volume is very, very important. Now, second important factor that should be there is the sperm count. It is observed that nowadays, due to environmental pollution, our constant with exposure with the different interactive surfaces like Wi-Fi रहता है हमेशा घर में, and lot many radiations we are getting exposed with, and last but not least our lifestyle and stress. So due to that, it is constantly observed that sperm count is getting reduced. So what should be the ideal sperm count? It should be 200 to 300 millions. Sperms per secretion. Understood? What will happen? What will happen? Beta, what will happen if less number of sperm is there? See, it's all matter of probability. I showed you that very long path sperms need to travel to reach to the ovum. Now, in this scenario, in such condition, more there will be the number of sperm, more there will be the chances of reaching at the target properly. So there is a range which is mentioned. It should not be less than 200 million. It should not be more than 300 million. More than 300 million also the problem here, there will be crowding in that may create some kind of barrier in their forward movement. So this many sperms, if not there, the chances of egg getting fertilized is decreased. But nowadays we have not many reproductive technologies available. We will talk about them in next chapter, that is 4th chapter. We will talk about them, through which we can solve these problems up to certain extent. Now consider करो volume आपका है. You have a semen volume of 2.5 ml or 5 ml. But in that 2.5 to 5 ml, if these many sperms are not there, so then that 5 ml will be of no use. Now consider a situation when volume factor is there, sperm count factor is also there. ठीक है, ये दोनों fulfill हो चुका है. Next thing that is missing is activeness of sperm. This is the third and very important factor. Okay, so generally activeness of sperm is something which is associated with size and motility. If size of sperm is too small, it cannot go for reproduction. If size of sperm is too big, then it will be too slow to move ahead. So correct size of sperm is a very critical role player in talking about the fertilization. Next is about motility. See, we know that there is a tail. अब ये टेल को ये कितनी स्पीड में वैप कर रहा है, दैट इज समथिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ये टेल है और ये धीरे धीरे आराम से चल रहा है. दैट काइंड ऑफ स्पर्म इज नॉट एबल टू फर्टिलाइज द ओवम. It needs to be active. So size and motility need to be appropriate. It needs to be appropriate in 60% of sperms. Out of the 100% of sperm, 60% में ये size और motility should be proper. Otherwise, even if you have high sperm count, even if you have correct volume, उसका कोई meaning नहीं. Okay, so low sperm count means basically if there is 20 million, when we can call the sperm count is very low. If there is 20 million per ml, this will cause infertility. जिनको इतना कम sperm count होता है, उनके केस में we need to take proper measure. That person cannot be father. Okay. Last but not least, very important factor. Sometimes due to malfunctioning of these glands, that is prostate gland or bulbourethral gland or seminal vesicles, the ingredients that need to be added into the medium, that is semen, is not added. So in such cases, pH of the semen doesn't belong to this category. The pH of semen should be ranging from 7.2 to 7.7. ये pH इनकी होनी चाहिए. अगर ये pH ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है, then also in spite of having correct volume, correct sperm count, activeness of sperm, the person can be reproductively sterile. So sometimes in our life, no, we feel very bad कि भाई मैं कितना बेकार हूँ, मेरे सारे फ्रेंड्स तो मुझसे अच्छे हैं, और sometimes we have some kind of demotivation ना, self जो motivation है वो lose करते हैं. Always remember, you are the best chance through which you are produced. Best sperm जो होता है, that is only fertilizing the best egg. So you can understand, out of these 300 million, every human being is result of the best. जो भी human being आज जिंदा है, they are result of the best sperm. So obviously, if you are winning amongst these 300 millions, everyone must be having some kind of positive thing present inside them. So never ever get demotivated in your life. Understood this criteria, everyone? Kashish, understood beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo. So can I erase this?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. We will move ahead towards the next topic, that is we will talk about the spermatogenesis process. In your textbook, if you see that this process is like mentioned later on, but I feel कि पहले सारे males complete कर लेते हैं, फिर सारे female के characters complete करेंगे, and then we will go for the reproduction process. Okay, so we know that reproduction process can be classified into 3 steps. कोई मुझे बताएगा what are the 3 steps of reproduction? Can anyone tell me what are the steps of reproduction? 3 steps I taught you. Bolo. Who is going to tell me? No one? How come? Kausha, Prachi, Jia, Shyama, Mishka, Salvi. Yes, bolo Yasha.
Ma'am, pre-fertilization, fertilization, and
Ah.
post-fertilization.
So pre, then fertilization, and then post-fertilization. So आज हम यही पढ़ेंगे that in male how this pre-fertilization event takes place. Okay, so this pre-fertilization event is called gametogenesis. Name itself is suggesting ये क्या है? Gameto means if the word is related to gamete, and genesis means production. So gametogenesis refers to gamete production procedure. Okay. Now in this gamete production procedure, gametogenesis can be further subdivided into 2 parts. One is called spermatogenesis and second process is oogenesis. Spermatogenesis is related to production of sperm. Oogenesis is responsible for production of egg, or we can call it ovum. In case of females, we use this word ovum. But it is used specifically for animals. Plants may we never use this word ovum. Understood? So today we are going to study spermatogenesis, that is production of sperm. So let's have a look into the steps of spermatogenesis. So let's start with now I will bifurcate the whole process into some headings. One is phase, second is chromosome number, okay, third is type of germ cell, and fourth is type of division. Okay, so all of us know that in case of any process, the starting is with diploid cell. Okay, so in this case also, the starting point is spermatogonium. Okay, now this spermatogonium are spherical structure with prominent nucleus, and their chromosome number is 2n. 2n means How many chromosomes will be there, Kashish? Can you speak? In case of human, 2n means how many chromosome number, Kashish? Jia, can you answer me? I know that Dish you can answer, but I want to confirm that they are listening to me. Salvi, can you answer? Vishka? Very simple question. As a human being, you should be able to answer this question.
Yes, ma'am.
Bolo. 2n means how many chromosomes in human?
Diploid.
Diploid means chromosome number. Kausha is raising hand. Yes, Kausha, you can speak better.
Ma'am, 46.
Very good. So we have 2n, that is 46 number chromosome over here. Now, this phase is known as multiplication phase. It is known as multiplication phase. Why? Because at this phase, there is no, what I can say, there is no decrease in chromosome number. They are just increasing in their numbers. So, multiplication phase, what happens is the cell division that is taking place is mitosis. And by mitosis, there will be production of various cells. So simply spermatogonium will produce many cells. These cells produced by from spermatogonium are known as primary spermatocytes. So obviously not one, it will produce many primary spermatocytes which are also spherical with a central nucleus. So many of them are produced. So spermatogonium actually go for multiplication phase to produce many more spermatogonium via cell division called mitosis, and all these spermatogonium can go for production of primary spermatocytes. So at the end of this multiplication phase, you will have many primary spermatocytes. Now the next phase, there will be cell division. That phase is known as growth phase. Now this, so many things are done. Now this primary spermatocyte, can anyone tell me what can be the ploidy level of primary spermatocyte? Mitosis cell division is taking place. तो इसकी क्रोमोसोम नंबर कितनी होनी चाहिए? 2n या n? Anyone?
N.
What is the cell division taking place here, Priyanshi? Mitosis or meiosis?
Mitosis.
माइटोसिस में क्रोमोसोम नंबर हाफ में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
श्योर? और मियोसिस में क्या होता है? मियोसिस में 2n होता है. अब सबको मैं पकड़ के पीटने वाली हूँ. बायोलॉजी स्टूडेंट्स ये भूल जाएंगे तो चलेगा बेटा? Mitosis is called equitional division. in which cells produced are exactly copy of the parent cell. Meiosis is called reduction division. कैसे याद रखोगे? देखो एक टिप्स बोल देती हूँ. बोलो कैसे याद रखोगे ये? How do you remember mitosis and meiosis? माइटोसिस इज द डिवीजन जिसमें 2n से 2n सेल ही बनता है. कितने बनते हैं? 2. मियोसिस इज द डिवीजन जिसमें से 2n से 4 सेल्स बनता है. ऑल ऑफ देम आर हैविंग डिफरेंट क्रोमोसोम कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. देयर क्रोमोसोम नंबर्स में बी इक्वल. यहाँ पे सभी का n है, बट ड्यू टू क्रॉसिंग ओवर दे विल हैव द वेरिएशन. Okay, so that is why you need to remember this. ये tips याद रखो and never ever forget. So obviously, what will be the ploidy level now? Answer. बताओ मुझे क्या ploidy level होगा इसका? Primary spermatocytes का?
2n.
So it will be 2n equal to 46. Now here in this procedure, you will have the next level of cell division. That is called meiosis 1. We know that meiosis is having 2 stages, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. तो अब ये इससे क्या बनेगा फिर? What will it produce? From primary spermatocyte, you will have the secondary spermatocyte. Primary से secondary. So what are? अब ये then also they don't look like sperm. They are still spherical. They don't look like sperm. But as meiosis took place, this phase is known as maturation phase. This phase is known as maturation phase. As this phase is the chromosome number is deduct here, the chromosome number will be equal to n equal to 23. Now then there will be again cell division. And it will complete the next set of division, that is meiosis 2. Chromosome number will be unchanged. Why? आपको अगर आपने सेल डिवीजन नहीं पढ़ा है, अच्छा one thing seriously I want to talk to you, बेटा, whatever must have happened with your grade 11, forget that. 3 chapters है जिसकी मतलब जो आप छोड़ नहीं सकते हो. You need to have a very clear concept about these 3 chapters. If you feel we can request, we can have a repeat class. These 3 chapters are cell, biomolecules and cell division. आपको ये 3 chapters अगर नहीं आते 12th में, आपको बहुत मुश्किल होगी other chapters to study. So I request all of you to refer. Anyways, there will be again reduction, division and duplication to form 4 of these types of cells. But still they are spherical in their size. This new set of cells are called spermatids. They are called spermatid. They will also have chromosome number n equal to 23. Now, last space, which is known as spermiogenesis. in which there is no division, कोई cell division नहीं होता है, but all these spermatids will be converted into tadpole-like structure to get converted into sperm. So they are called, their chromosome number will be what? That will be also n equal to 23. क्योंकि it is simple modification. So we call them sperm or spermatozoa. Okay, no cell division is taking place here. Is it clear to all? All of you take your time, have a look. I give you 5 minutes time to understand this. So why this is so important, beta? What is the importance of this part? As we are preparing for board examination this year, so I am going to give you tips about the questions that you may face in board examination only. What are the types of questions that can be asked? One is in 3 marker, they can ask you to describe this process of spermatogenesis. You can draw this diagram and explain. You will get full marks. If you are student of CBSE board and you are drawing this schematic diagram, it is done. You don't need to describe this. You will get marks. 3 marks, full marks. कोई काटेगा नहीं आपका. If you are a student of Gujarat board, then you need to write a description. But you can use this for your personal reference. And अगर आप ये लिख के थोड़ा describe भी कर देते हो, ये देख के खुश होके examiner में review marks. चलो. If this is to be asked in a different way, वो क्या कर सकते हैं? Similar kind of pictures they can give to you. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ. So they can do what? वो क्या कर सकते हैं? They can give you similar type of picture and in that they erase a few parts. ये erase कर दिया, फिर ये erase कर दिया. They erase this part. They erase this name, and then they ask you के ये जो fill in the blanks है इसको fulfill करो. So you need to write this parts. This is one type of question that can be asked, especially in CBSE. This can be asked for 3 markers. This can be asked. Generally, इस chapter में से 3 marker और 5 markers question ही आते हैं. They don't ask short question much from this chapter. हो गया? Now what else can come? They can give you set of question in which they can say like twist this question and ask. Okay, consider you have spermatogonium with chromosome number this much. How many spermatocytes will be produced? Even in entrance वो पूछ सकते हैं कि where mitosis is taking place, where meiosis is taking place, what is the exact chromosome number? Then they can ask you, okay, you have one secondary spermatocyte. Okay, you have one secondary spermatocyte. From that, how many spermatozoa you can get? Remember, beta, यहाँ तक is meiosis 1 and this step is meiosis 2. तो excited होके हमें ये नहीं बोलना है कि एक प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट से 4 सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट बनेगा, नहीं. This altogether is part of single division. Meiosis is having 2 stages. So from 1, जैसे कि मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया, meiosis में from 1 cell you get 4 cells. यहाँ पे भी वो हिसाब बरकरार है. From 1 primary spermatocytes you have 4 spermatids. Clear to all of you? Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? So all these calculation needs to be directly clear in your mind. इसको तो बहुत आसान है. If you practice once, no, it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, चलो. Now I want to talk about another thing. There is a term called spermiation. So many times what happens, children get confused between ये वाला term and ये वाला term. These 3 terms, both, all of them are having this word sperm, no? So they get confused, but they are 3 different things. Spermatogenesis is this whole process. The whole process of production of sperm from multiplication phase to the spermiogenesis is called spermatogenesis. Clear to all? Now, spermatogenesis is the last step of spermiogenesis is the last step of spermatogenesis. What it signifies? What is occurring in spermatogenesis? Spermiogenesis क्या होता है spermiogenesis में? बोलो.
स्फीयर से टेडपोल में कन्वर्ट.
हाँ, मतलब sperm की जो actual structure है, that is getting back into the process of spermiogenesis. And last but not the least, spermiation means release of sperm. Spermiation is the process of release of sperm from seminiferous tubule. Seminiferous tubule के अंदर sperms बने हैं, but I told you they need to travel a long path, है ना? लंबा सा रास्ता उसको अभी भी जाना बाकी है. जाने के बाद वो कहाँ पहुंचेगा? It will be ejaculated with semen. तो sperm secretion होना, testis में से sperm secrete होने के process जो है, that is called spermiation. So never get confused. It can be asked like rarely, but as a part of 3 marker, they can ask you the difference between spermatogenesis, spermiation, and spermiogenesis. You can I guess you can talk about it clearly, ना? सबको समझ में आ गया ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So by considering this, I am clearing the screen. Should I clear? All right. I think that there is an option of getting into a new screen that I want to go for. Wait करो एक मिनट. Can anyone like kind of? I think. So we will go to the next page. I want to keep this first page with us so that we can talk. Next thing is we are going to study is hormonal control of spermatogenesis. In our body, we need to have control over every small activities. सभी छोटे से लेके बड़े चीज का कंट्रोल होना is very important. Why it is so important? Because beta, anything that is taking place unnecessarily in our body is causing a harm to our body. Understood? Too much production of sperm unnecessary is also not correct. Too less production is also not correct. But then how will you want know, okay, how much sperm to be produced and how much other things to be produced? Let us talk in a manner like this. Let us see who controls. We know that there is hypothalamus. Where it is located? Can anyone suggest hypothalamus kahan rehta hai? It is a part of what? Hypothalamus kahan rehta hai?
Brain.
हाँ, it is a part of forebrain. Forebrain का एक हिस्सा है. Okay, so this hypothalamus will secrete a hormone called GnRH. Full form of GnRH is gonadotrophin releasing hormone. Do you know that our sex organs are called with a common name? They are generally called with a common name that is called gonad. Gonad is the common name of sex organs. So gonadotrophin is something which is trophin. What do we mean by this word trophin? Trophic hormones are hormones which are secreted at one place and they go and act on some other place and control activity of that place. तो ये gonadotrophin releasing hormone क्यों? Because ये hormone जब जाके gonads में कहीं पे bind होता है तो gonadotrophin हार्मोन जो रिलीजिंग हार्मोन है वो गोनाड्स की दूसरे हार्मोन रिलीज करने की कैपेसिटी को बढ़ा देता है. इट विल इंक्रीज द कैपेसिटी ऑफ दैट हार्मोन. So gonadotrophin releasing hormone is secreted by whom? It is secreted by hypothalamus. Now this will act on anterior pituitary. Pituitary is a what I can say almond shape बादाम के साइज का एक ग्लैंड होता है. इट इज प्रेजेंट इन आवर ब्रेन. मतलब ब्रेन के सारे पार्ट्स के बीचों बीच होता है. उसके 3 हिस्से होते हैं. The outermost layer is called anterior pituitary. Now as it is going to anterior pituitary, this GnRH will act on whom? It will not directly go to gonad. ये स्पर्म टेस्टिस में या ओवरी में नहीं जाएगा. ये जाके कहाँ चिपकेगा? एंटीरियर पिट्यूटरी पे जाके चिपकेगा. तो एंटीरियर पिट्यूटरी को सिग्नल मिल जाएगा कि नहीं अब मुझे कुछ करना है. आई थिंक आई नीड टू इंक्रीज द और आई नीड टू स्टिमुलेट बॉडी फॉर रिप्रोडक्शन. सो एंटीरियर पिट्यूटरी 2 हार्मोन सिक्रेट करेगा. वन इज ICSH or we can call it LH, and second hormone is FSH. I just now told you the full form of ICSH. Can anyone repeat it for me? ये 2 नाम है इसके. ओके, interstitial cell stimulating hormone or we can call it luteinizing hormone. So where they will be going? कहाँ जाएगा? इंटरस्टिशियल सेल स्टिमुलेटिंग हार्मोन, वेयर डू यू थिंक दे विल गो? On which cell it will affect? ICSH. On which cell of male reproductive system do you think this interstitial cell stimulating hormone or luteinizing hormone will affect? Anyone?
Testosterone.
देखो बस cells
Leydig cell.
हाँ, लेडिक सेल और इंटरस्टिशियल सेल, नाम पे ही उसका सीक्रेट छुपा है ना. Which cell it is stimulating? Stimulate मतलब उसको एक्साइट करना. किसको करेगा? नाम तो लिखा ही हुआ है, इंटरस्टिशियल सेल stimulating hormone. So its name itself is giving it description कि किसको stimulate करेगा और क्या करेगा. So it will act on interstitial cell. It will act on interstitial cell. Okay, and now interstitial cell, or it's having another name, I am telling Leydig cell. Now what this will do? Interstitial cell now will secrete the testosterone. It will secrete what? It will secrete testosterone. It will control primary and secondary एक मिनट. हाँ बेटा, यहाँ लिखूंगी तो पता नहीं चलने वाला है. वो क्या करेगा? प्राइमरी एंड सेकेंडरी सेक्सुअल कैरेक्टर को कंट्रोल करेगा. बट अब हमने पढ़ा था कि इट इज secreting two hormones. So let us see about the next. FSH is generally secreted for females, but in males it is going to Sertoli cell. Now this Sertoli cell is getting activated by this FSH, and in turn it will secrete two types of hormones. One is called inhibin, and other Sertoli cell does what? Sertoli cell actually stimulates the spermatogenesis. Obviously, testosterone also have its role in spermatogenesis, but main stimulation occur inside Sertoli cell. Okay, so basically this is how things are done. But do you think this picture is incomplete? ये picture अभी भी incomplete है. क्या बाकी है इसमें बताओ तो. कुछ बहुत जरूरी चीज मिसिंग है। कंट्रोल मतलब क्या होता है? किसी चीज को कंट्रोल करना मतलब क्या है? Can anyone tell me what do we mean by controlling something? अगर मेरे पास एक बच्चा है जिसको मैं पाल रही हूँ, आई हैव अ सन ऑफ 5 ईयर एज, उसको क्या मैं सिर्फ इनकरेज करने से चलेगा और लाइक शुड बी समटाइम टेल हिम के अभी आपने ये गलत किया है, ये मत करो? To control him, only encouraging him will be all right? What do you think? Huh? Am I audible to all of you? Sometimes when you people keep so much silent, no, I just get into doubt कि आपको सुनाई तो दे रही हूँ ना मैम? प्राची, am I audible to you बेटा?
Yes, ma'am.
दीदी, I am in the class. I will call you. Okay. हेलो। है। सो देखो अब क्या हो रहा है बेटा, इसमें सिर्फ और सिर्फ हमने पॉजिटिव कंट्रोल के बारे में बात किया है। सो डू यू थिंक कि देयर शुड बी सम नेगेटिव कंट्रोल आल्सो? व्हाट डू यू थिंक? दीश, व्हाट डू यू थिंक बेटा? नक्षत्र, निष्का, श्यामा,
Yes, ma'am.
do you think there should be a negative control of this thing also?
Yes, ma'am.
So basically for negative control, how to do this? Because sperm production too much is also very dangerous. Okay, so what is we are doing? This inhibin is getting secreted by Sertoli cell, will act on anterior pituitary and tell anterior pituitary कि बहुत हो गया है, now you no more secrete FSH, and this will go to hypothalamus also and make sure के वो GnRH का भी secretion बंद करे. So it will tell, और it will tell तो नहीं बोल सकते, pass signal to reduce production of GnRH and also the FSH. इन दोनों के लेवल को वो कम करने के लिए सिग्नल देता है, किसको? टू एंटीरियर पिट्यूटरी एंड टू हाइपोथैलेमस. इसके अलावा if there is too much production of testosterone also, that also extra molecules of testosterone, पता है घर पे पूरी बनती है, मम्मी पका के खिलाती है, you know, पूरी बनती है घर पे, ये सब नो, गरम गरम बना के देती जाती है. when she stops, जब वो देखती है कि आपके थाली में अब रह गया है, फटाफट जितनी फटाफट वो बना रही उतनी फटाफट आप नहीं खा रहे हो, मतलब आपका पेट धीरे धीरे भरता जाता है, और जैसे ही भर जाता है आप मम्मी को वापस जाके बोल देते हो रसोई में, मम्मी अभी मत बनाओ, मेरा पेट भर गया है. Similarly, if when there is excess formation of testosterone, there is a mechanism called feedback mechanism. इसीलिए उसके नाम में ये फीडबैक है शब्द. What is feedback mechanism? If there is excess secretion of testosterone, वो एक्स्ट्रा मॉलिक्यूल, समझो किसी को 10 टेस्टोस्टेरॉन मॉलिक्यूल्स चाहिए, जैसे ही 11वां टेस्टोस्टेरॉन मॉलिक्यूल बनेगा वैसे ही क्या होगा, वो एक्स्ट्रा टेस्टोस्टेरोन मॉलिक्यूल ऊपर चला जाएगा और जाके कहाँ बाइंड हो जाएगा, पिट्यूटरी में, और 12th वाला हाइपोथैलेमस में चला जाएगा। तो हाइपोथैलेमस और पिट्यूटरी को पता चल जाएगा कि नाउ वी हैव इनफ टेस्टोस्टेरोन प्रोड्यूस फॉर सम टाइम, आई कैन स्टॉप। सो दिस इज द वे। ये वाली जो रेड लाइंस है, दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट नेगेटिव कंट्रोल which is related to reduction. Negative control means it is related to reduction. And ये वाला जो है that is positive control. Positive control is related to increase in activity of sexual. Understood everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is all for today. आज हम यहाँ तक ही पढ़ेंगे. We studied too many important things. I request all of you to kindly go through it once and फिर आप देख लो, क्योंकि कल अगर आप इसके रिलेटेड डाउट्स मुझे पूछोगे, I will address and we can then move on. Okay? Okay, beta. So we will finish our class today here. Bye to all of you. We will meet tomorrow again.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.